Hello everybody, welcome to Wrestling Roundup. I'm your host, GrimmChorizo. This is the show where I give you all this week's news, rumors, and recap in the WWE. It has been quite a week. Wow, a lot of stuff has happened, so let's get started. First off, let's take us back to last Sunday. It was the Money in the Bank pay-per-view. Here are the results. The Usos retained the WWE Tag Team Championship against Luke Harper and Eric Rowan, who actually debuted new theme music that night. Paige retained the Divas Championship against Naomi. Seth Rollins won the Money in the Bank briefcase, with a little help from Kane. The team of Goldust and Stardust defeated Rybaxel. Rusev defeated Big E. Layla beat Summer Rae. And John Cena went on to win the WWE World Heavyweight Championship in the main event. So if the pay-per-view itself wasn't big enough, the next night on Raw was even bigger. Zeb Coulter and Jack Swagger finally confronted Rusev and Lana, where Jack Swagger and Zeb Coulter turned face. For the first time ever, a match was won on the WWE app. I've joked about this for, well, as long as the app has been out, and it actually happened. Kofi Kingston defeated Cesaro in a match that he won on the app. This week's episode of Raw was full of returns, starting off with The Miz making his return. However, as The Miz was talking, like he likes to do, talks a lot, Chris Jericho made his return. Now after Jericho, code-breakered The Miz and started talking, the Wyatts interrupted and attacked Chris Jericho. But those weren't the only returns. Paige went out to the ring to talk and was interrupted by the returning AJ Lee, who goaded Paige into putting her Divas title on the line, and AJ defeated Paige to become the new Divas champion, in the exact same fashion that Paige defeated AJ the night after WrestleMania. Also, through this, I think the seeds have been planted for a heel turn by Paige and a face turn by AJ. After the main event of Raw, which was John Cena and Roman Reigns versus Randy Orton and Kane, in a tag team match, Cena was beaten down by Kane, and Seth Rollins attempted to cash in his Money in the Bank contract, but Dean Ambrose was there to stop him. As Bad News Barrett was injured, the Intercontinental Championship was vacated, and it was announced that at Battleground there would be a Battle Royal to determine the new Intercontinental Champion. The cover for WWE 2K15 was released. Guess who's on the cover? This week, WWE diva Emma was she definitely probably had an emotional week. Let's start back on Monday. On Monday, it was reported she was arrested for shoplifting. Apparently the story is that she was using a self-checkout at Walmart and forgot to pay for a $20 iPad mini case. So she was arrested for that. The next day, WWE announced the release of Emma. They released her, they fired her for stealing a $20 iPad case when some people have gotten DUIs and bribed cops and lied about their jobs and they got to keep it. So after about 2 hours of mix of fan complaints and just hypocrisy on WWE's part for a stupid firing for someone so talented, they reinstated Emma. So now she's still with the WWE. So everything's all good, but I cannot imagine the week she's had. So glad that Emma is still in the WWE. But wow, $20. All for a mistake. Come on, guys. On Raw, in the match that Kofi won on the WWE app, Cesaro suffered an eye injury. The next night on Main Event, Cesaro went on to wrestle wearing an eye patch, and he looks like a total badass. Apparently, John Cena will be starring in Amy Poehler and Tina Fey's upcoming movie, The Nest. And believe it or not, he will be playing a villain. This week, Bad News Barrett underwent successful shoulder surgery. He will probably be out for several months. There's no real announced time that he will return, but we wish him a speedy recovery and can't wait to see him back because, man, he deserves to be on the top. Brandy Rhodes, or Eden as she's called in WWE, made her main roster debut as now she's doing backstage interviews for Raw and SmackDown, and she is the announcer for WWE Main Event. Also, Renee Young is now a permanent commentator for WWE Superstars. Rumor has it that NXT star Corey Graves might be done wrestling. He suffered his second concussion, and now the business is looking for other roles for him that are non-wrestling related. Rumor has it that Cesaro is currently the favorite to win the Intercontinental Championship in the Battle Royal at Battleground. Triple H keeps talking about a plan B, that if John Cena can walk out of Battleground with his title, there'll be a plan B. Most people assume that it's just Seth Rollins cashing in, but rumor has it that Triple H's plan B might be his former rival, Brock Lesnar. Rumor has it that there's already word going around that in late 2015 or 2016, there may be a Shield reunion. As of right now, the top 4 rumored SummerSlam matches are as followed. John Cena vs. Brock Lesnar for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship, Roman Reigns vs. Randy Orton, Brie Bella vs. Stephanie McMahon, and Chris Jericho vs. Bray Wyatt. So thanks everybody for watching this episode of Wrestling Roundup. Like I said, it's been quite a week. A lot has happened. They packed that Raw full of stuff. Emma fired, then rehired. Injuries. So much has happened. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. I'll see you next week. And also, happy 4th of July. It is 4th of July as I'm filming this right now, so have a great 4th of July weekend. See you next week, guys.